So how's everybody doing? I'm not doing too bad. I'm just mucking around my phone. I got some new themes, which I downloaded recently. So I mucked around with some of the Samsung themes. There's also themes you can buy as well, which I'll just show you these ones that I did download. These are just some of the free ones that were available. I mucked around with that a little bit. I'm looking at maybe buying a couple of themes at some point, maybe when I have the spare money to do it. But yeah, not too bad. It's got some free themes and stuff like that, so it's pretty cool. Aside from that, everything else seems to be working pretty well on this phone so far. I can't argue with it too much. I want to do some streaming and stuff and things like that, but I haven't got back into streaming as of yet. But, okay, if you look at most of this stuff here, I've got most of the apps. I think there's any apps I'm missing at the moment. I downloaded most of the apps onto my phone and made sure I got them all. I've got TourGuard, all the other apps as well, Gumtree, which I do use for business and stuff like that. Bunch of other apps as well. I might actually uninstall that because I know how to activate my torch. Okay. Get rid of that. That just gets rid of some of the apps that I don't really need. The rest of the apps on here are pretty much all the apps I had on here before. Everything's signed in, things like that. Got my plan signed in for my ISP as well. What else we got? Telstra TV, which I've still been mucking around with. The Bluetooth speaker feature on this works pretty well, which is cool. That's fantastic. Everything else, pretty much on par with what it should be. I've got most of the apps at the front here where I want them. Music works pretty well. Smart Things, Side Sync works pretty well. There's also Word on here as well. Got Uber Eats, a couple other things. Fundu app's been working pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with this being a smart band. That it's not actually a commercially based smart band, but it's not too bad for the price. Today I did 4,957 steps, which was not too bad. I normally do more depending on the situation, sometimes depending if I have to go out or not. Aside from that, what else have I been doing? Let's see. So we've got this CC Cleaner, my business. There's a bunch of stuff on here anyway. So we've got Spotify, Side Sync. All these apps pretty much work. Aside from these apps, phone functionality is pretty good. I've basically been checking the cameras work pretty well. Let's have a look at the cameras. So as you can see, I'm not on my other one. As you can see, yeah, that sort of goes still. And my camera's frozen. Figures. Hold on a second if I can get this. Fucking. Come out, you little bastard. There we go. Yeah, unfortunately that's frozen. I think. That was a fucking screenshot. Okay, never mind. Yeah, that's kind of frozen at the moment, so I do apologise. I didn't realise it was going to do that for me. So, I mean, aside from that being frozen, everything else works. The whole camera functionality, everything else, all the apps. This OpenSignal app works pretty well for testing Wi-Fi signals and mobile signals. Security features are pretty good. I've got it set up with anti-theft on there and a bunch of other stuff as well. And it's got a spam feature which tells you if it's a spam call or not, which is great. Aside from that, sorry, my face is completely frozen. I'm going to close that. Shit. Come on, seriously? Fuck off. Close that. Let me go back. Oh, come on. There we go. I can't put it in. Okay, never mind. That's fine. It's not a problem. So, most of this stuff works pretty well. And that was just annoying because it's only because I put it onto the front camera when I went into the main camera app that it froze, unfortunately. It was rather frustrating, but I can turn that back on later anyway. Aside from that, working pretty well. All my other apps, from sound effect apps to map app, they all work pretty well. I haven't done a test mark or a benchmark on this phone. The only thing that you can't see with me recording the screen is that there's a little dark patch with like some pixels, and that's about the only thing wrong with this phone. This phone is absolutely perfect otherwise. I've been mucking around with some stuff anyway. Bixby, I'm not really big on. I sort of like it. I sort of don't like it. I'm sort of I'm up in the air with it because sometimes it works with some things that you do and some things it doesn't work. So sort of weird. Everything else works pretty well. I'm pretty happy. I would like to do some more. There's probably some other apps that I'm going to look around for anyway and see if I can find them. But I've installed most of the apps that I need. There's also a screencast thing that I can broadcast my screen onto the Telstra TV in the lounge room, which is not too bad. It's a little Rokio box. I can broadcast myself on there, and I can get stuff across, and I can broadcast it across Wi-Fi. There's also SideSync, which I do the same thing. I can broadcast it onto my computer via Wi-Fi. I can access it and do things to it and everything else, so it's good. Got the new theme and everything else set up. Everything seems to be working pretty damn well. I haven't got a lot of complaints with a lot of these apps. They all function pretty well and they all do a pretty good job. But yeah, the phone's pretty good. I'm happy with the phone. Let's see. Got a Geekbench, and I've got the Exynos 8895 octa-core, which is not too bad. Android 8.0. It's Galaxy 8s Plus. Compute power's not too bad. I've got a MOL G17 GPU, which is not too bad. I haven't tried any games on this, to be honest. It's kind of something I might actually try. To be truthful, discharging. The battery's pretty good. Battery's pretty good on it too. Let me just go back to here. Where is games? Games. Where the fuck are the games on here? I know I had them on here before. Calendar. Oh, come on, seriously? Where the fuck are the games? Games should be here somewhere. I thought there was a little thing, maybe SideSync, which is good. Play games. Okay. That's a stupid account, future games. Okay, so have I set that up? I have got a couple of games on here, so I don't understand. Oh, hold on a second, no, that's one of them. No, I did have some games. Where the fuck have they gone? They're here somewhere. GTA. Okay. Hurry up. GTA. There we go. So what I might do, locate, and I'll put that on my home screen. Put that on my home screen. Touch press. Oh shit, I launched it. I didn't want to launch it. Come on, seriously? Get rid of it. Come on. How do I launch the fuck? Game launcher. How do I get to the game launcher? Games. Game launcher. Where the fuck? That's what I want. Game launcher. That's what I need to put on my desktop. Game launcher. So where the fuck is game launcher? Game. Okay, cool. Game launcher. So what I'll do now is locate the app. Bring that up to my home screen. Down here. I'll get rid of that. I'll launch that. And I'll test out to see what the games are like. So, I haven't tested the GPU as of yet, so fuck me. Great, now I've got to log into this freaking prick of a thing. Well, I can't test that out, can I? I'm gonna have to log into Social Club. Fuck me. That's frustrating. Okay, so that's something I have to set up. That's alright, that's no problem. There's this other one which I tested out too. This one, to Sim. Come on. There we go. Sim, best use, best experience. Phone strap. Applies them all. Okay. So. This is the game that I started playing, which was. I started playing this. It was basically like a sim game. It's sort of like supposed to scare the shit out of you and stuff like that. It's supposed to be a based on a sim game anyway. It's simulator of somebody who's lost their phone and you're supposed to help find it. It's sort of a horror story and things like that. So it was interesting, nonetheless. So that's cool. How did I exit out of this before? I'll go back to home screen. There we go. Okay. Now, Innocent, I tried that too, which that wasn't too bad. It was okay. It wasn't great, but unfortunately, there's no way to get out of this, is there? I've got to press the Bixby button. I forgot about that. Can I access... Oh, there we go. Home button. Never mind, I can get out of that straight away. Perfect. Okay, I know how to get out of that now. That's good. So, Innocent I tried. I've got GTA SA, which I play as well. And then I've got Star Trek Timelines. If I can go into that. And I tried that out for a bit. There's a couple other games that I tried too, but I wasn't sure whether they'd be interesting or not. Game, Google Play, Disrupt Domain. Wow. Let's enjoy your sound on. Come on. Okay, there's Timelines which I played. I started playing it. Sort of get a little bit further.
I hope you enjoyed Ryza, or wherever you were.
So, I mucked around with this game. I didn't like it too much. It's pretty easy to play. You sort of do different missions and stuff like that. You meant to sort of muck around with characters. I played a little bit of it. It was okay. There's another game I would actually try, to be honest. See if I can get a hold of it. Get back out of that. So yeah, that's not too bad. These are just a few games I've only got a couple of games on here, so that's not too bad. Everything else seems to be working pretty well. I haven't tried benchmarking the phone as of yet, but I'll probably do that at some point. I've got Steam on here as well for Steam Garden, stuff like that. Gmail, CC Cleaner. CC Cleaner is not too bad. That works pretty well. Snapchat, what else? I think there's much else really. I've just been mucking around with a few things anyway. But for now, everything seems to be working properly, so that's good. What I might do is I'll leave it there anyway. This is just me going through some of the stuff that I have. I'm going to have to... can I play... I'll play offline on this. Let's see what it plays like. Yep, I'll try that. I didn't realise it was going to ask me for my Rockstar ID. Start. pretty happy with the way it comes. I think I've got a save game anyway.
After 5 years on the East Coast.
That froze a bit. Fuck. Has stopped. Fuck off. It must be the fact I'm recording it, maybe. That's frustrating. Okay, I'll try it again. Option. Let's go back. Start game. What? Oh, right. What? That's what happened. Skip. I'll probably, honestly, I'd want to get a controller or something if I was going to play it all the time. Let's see how it plays. Yeah, actually, yeah, aside from that little crash, which you just noticed then, and that's about the only complaint. Mind you, I'm recording this, so that could have something to do with it. Yeah, that's actually really good. Okay, cool. Alright, fair enough. Cool. Alright, that'll do. I can't really save this, can I? I don't think so. There's some menu there. Screen navigation. Okay, go back. Okay. Yeah, exit on that. Okay, that works. That works. For the most part, that works. I just need to log into my account. That's pretty good. That works. No complaints. That's pretty good comparison to my old phone. My old phone was a little bit sluggish sometimes. So that was a bit of an issue at certain times. What else we got? Yeah, I think that's about it, really. Just that and a couple of bits and pieces. So that's pretty good. Everything seems to be working pretty damn good on it. So I'm going to leave it there anyway. Thank you very much. Like, favorite, and subscribe. I'll have more videos coming up. They may be phone related. They may not be phone related. They might be PC related, depending on the situation. So yeah. All right.